What is the number one thing that you can do to make sure your garden is lush and beautiful like this?
Hi, I'm Amanda and I'm here with my husband Robert today. Welcome back to the Provident Gardener. Today we are going to talk about installing drip irrigation in your garden. After we got our garden in, I was coming out to water by hand almost every day, and that's 30 or 45 minutes a day. And I still wasn't giving these plants enough water.
The key to having a successful garden is to make sure that you're watering deep and slow. And the enemy of that is our busy schedules, going to work, coming home from work, taking care of kids and getting them to bed, and all those things prevent us from being out here as often as we needed to give them that long, slow, deep watering. And the drip system that we've installed solves all of that for us.
Now, we have some grow bags that actually are not on our drip system yet, and they don't look so good. And that's because a lot of days they don't get watered. I get busy, things are going on, like Robert said, and it doesn't become a priority for me.
And the drip system is important not just for your garden beds, but also for trees. If you have trees that are producing fruits, having drip system installed on those is also the same thing. We have several fruit trees that do not have drip right now, and it is a struggle to come out and water them enough so that they're getting what they need to flourish. So this is really applicable not only for your garden beds, but also for anything that you need to keep watered. Now, we live in a desert here, and that is a big challenge for us here. For some of you who may not live in a desert environment, maybe you don't need to water by hand. Maybe you don't need to water as often by hand. But for those who live in a climate where you do need to water, or if you have raised beds, even if you're not in a desert, you're probably going to need to water. And an automated drip system is really convenient for that.
It has changed my life.
So where all of this begins is in our valve box. We do have irrigation water that is fed to our house. And what we decided to do is put a valve in the ground, an automated valve with a wire hooked up to our sprinkler timers. And we just made a new zone on our existing sprinkler system. And this valve will just come on a preset schedule. Right now I have it set to come on once a day. I think it's 45 minutes. And the cool thing is about this is that one drip system, one zone, one valve here can feed all 8 of our garden beds all at the same time. So it's not taking up a ton of slots on your sprinkler system either. So that's how it all begins, is the water flows through that valve, and just as soon as that predetermined date and time arrives, it just turns on automatically for us. From there, where the water goes once that valve opens up is that it goes to each of our beds. Now, we've buried one common sprinkler line right down the middle of our raised beds here, and then we've popped up a little branch off of that line into every garden bed, and you can kind of see that back here. One of the other things that we also decided to do is put a valve on each individual garden bed, so that if we harvest a bed and no longer need to water, we can just come into here and just shut off the valve over here. And really that's all there is to it. Once you've installed your valves, once you've installed your drip, it just comes on whenever you tell it to. Now, there's lots of different kinds of drip systems that you can get. In the past, in our prior home, we actually had a drip system where we had blank tubing, which means tubing with no holes in it. And you would go then and poke emitters through wherever you wanted to water. When we did this drip system, we decided to do a tubing that has holes already in it, and they're every 12 inches. And we've run 4 runs down each of these garden beds. Now, we decided to do straight runs as much as we can. In our prior home, we actually took a single line into each bed and weaved it around the garden bed. But what we found is that as we were turning that corner to weave it back the other way, sometimes it would kink there, which would make it so that it wouldn't get any water past that kink. And so we've decided that we actually just have one, the main line comes in, it tees off into a straight pipe, and then each of those elbows or tees off into another straight pipe. Now, you do need to stake these down so that they don't move around on you, but really simple landscaping stakes can just hold these drip lines in place. And we found that 4 runs down these 4 by 8 foot garden beds is plenty. It saturates that soil really nicely.
So what is the end goal of any garden? You want to be able to harvest the fruits and the vegetables from your plant and use them to feed your family. And making sure your garden gets the water it needs is a key to being able to harvest. And for us, this drip irrigation system has been the answer.
Not only has it saved Amanda tons of time, up to an hour a day of time, but it has given us this lush and beautiful garden that we love coming out to work in.
Thanks for joining us here today on The Provident Gardener. We would love to hear from you. What do you use to water your garden? Do you use drip like this, or do you rely on rain? And remember, don't be afraid to get a little dirt under your fingernails, because you're going to turn that dirt into dinner to feed your family.